How's it going, guys? Gonna give you guys something new here. Start teaching you guys how to play some songs. So I probably learned, just teaching, I'd say probably like 20 songs a week. So it was kind of like a duh moment for me. Like, why am I not teaching people how to play these songs on YouTube? So I'm just gonna go through everything. They're not all gonna be rock songs. Actually, a lot of them will be pop songs. I probably learned like 15 pop songs in a week and 5 rock songs. So you guys will be hearing all kinds of different stuff. But I figured I'd start off with one of my favorite old jam tunes, just Grange by ZZ Top. So let's kind of get to breaking this song down, because you're not here to listen to me talk, you're here to learn a song. So here is Grange by ZZ Top. Alright, so let's get breaking this riff down. So, there's pretty much only 2 guitar riffs. I guess there's a couple of licks I'm going to show you. And I'll show you that first little bit of the solo. And it might not be note for note with the solo. I haven't actually sat down and figured out everything yet. But it's the general idea. It's just out of that C minor pentatonic box. So anyways, to start it off with, it's kind of just like an A chord. You're going to take your index finger and hold down 2nd fret on the D and 2nd fret on the G. So you got your E note and your A note. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something that's called hybrid picking. So Billy Gibbons does this a lot. Tons of songs like, was it Sharp Brush Man? I think that's, yeah. Something like that. But, anyways, on this one, what we're going to do is actually use your middle finger and ring finger, or you can use your pick and your middle finger to pluck the strings. It's kind of whatever you're going to be more comfortable with. For the video, we're just going to use the pick and the middle finger. So what you have to do is actually kind of like a pluck. So for this intro part, you kind of want your volume to be rolled down a little bit on the guitar to give it that poppy sound to it. So, like I said, we're holding 2nd fret on the D and G. You're going to take your pick and hit the D string, and then your middle finger is going to pluck 2nd fret on the G. Okay, so we have 2 of them real quick together, and then 4 kind of spaced out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. Then on the A string, you're going to pick it open, then the 3rd fret A string with your middle finger. So we got. If you notice, one thing I'm doing is I'm dampening the strings each time, because I want that real, like, kind of like sharp and precise sound. So I want it to end as soon as I play the note. If you kind of play them open, it's not so much. So it's, and you let your hand touch the strings and it kills the sound. And it just kind of gives me this bounce to it. So that's what you really want. You want a real kind of staccato sound. So after the A string open, 3rd fret, you're going to keep your index finger 2nd fret on the D and reach up with your pinky to 5th fret on the G. And you pluck those 2 together, and then you're going to pluck them again, but this time you're going to give that 5th fret on the G a little bit of a bend. So. And then back just the 2s. And that's actually what he plays the first 3 times of the song. So he does it 2 times without him singing. And then rumors spreading round. And then it comes in with that. So, like I said, that's the first 3, I guess, bars of the song, whatever you want to call it. And I notice a lot of people miss that part. They just go straight to the main riff and they dodge that little bit. And I think that's so cool, that little, like, 4th of a bend or whatever you want to call it, that's in there. Okay, so now we're on to more of the main riff. So it's very similar to the first one, there's just a couple little parts different. So this time what you're going to do is pretty much the same thing. We're not going to be plucking anymore, we're going to be using the full pick. And you're going to add the open A string on there. So we're still doing that same pattern, but we're doing it on top of an A chord. So when you're picking it though, you want to do up picks on actually the whole thing. And it's going to give you that scratchy sound that Billy's getting. So it's really important, I feel, and it totally adds to the groove of a song, because his riffs are always very, very groovy, same with the solos. So after you do that part, The next part is different. So what we're doing is you're going to hit the A string open, 3rd fret A string, and then reach up with your pinky to 5th fret A string. And that's actually it. So to me it's easier than the first riff. So that's that whole part there. Now on the solo, I'll show you that lick here in a second, but the rhythm behind the solo is exactly the same thing, but instead of doing this A5, we're going to go to a C5. So it's this 3rd fret A string power chord, then open A string, 6th fret on the A, and then 8th fret on the A. And this is over the solo. Because the solo is played out of C minor. So yeah, that's the main riff and then the solo back riff. So we've got kind of the main riffs down, and now we're on to the solo. So I'm not going to do the whole solo. Like I said, I haven't even sat down and figured it out. I think that's going to be a separate video, but I'm going to take you guys through that one note for note. For now, I'll leave you with that little opening riff. So we're playing out of C minor now. The song's in key of A, and I know the lick is something like that. So what I do is I do a full step bend on the 11th fret on the B. Then you just kind of this little walk down to the pentatonic scale. So then it's 8 on the high E. Then you're going to do 11 pull off to 8 twice. Okay, then you go to 10 on the G, and then to 8 on the B. So just get that little lick. Okay, and this lick is used on all kinds of stuff. Everything from Led Zeppelin, like the Good Times, Bad Times. So we've got that much of it. It's the same thing, but we're just moving down that pentatonic scale. So now it's 11 pull off 9. Oh, sorry, it's 10 pull off 8. I moved up a position. And you're gonna do that twice, just like you did on the B string. So 10 pull off to 8 twice. Then you go to 10 on the A. Then you're gonna slide up to 10 on the A again with your index finger. And this little lick here, which is just slide up to 10 on the A string. I'm sorry, the one I was talking about before was 10 on the D. I think I said A. Just slide up to that one. 8 on the D. And you go back to 10 on the A and slide down to 8. And then what is this? 6 on the A. Then you're going to do another 8, slide up to 10 on the D. So I'll put tabs in the video for the solo part. The riffs are a little bit easier. I know the solo part, explaining it might have gotten a little bit confusing on my end of it, but it's really a cool lick and it's pretty simple, just based out of that pentatonic scale. Okay, so next we're on to, I think is the coolest riff of the whole thing, aside from that little intro bit. Like, to me these two are like, I don't know, such iconic riffs. So like I said, aside from that first riff and this one, it's just such a cool riff. So what we're doing is your ring finger is actually on 5th fret on the high E. Your middle finger goes to 5th fret on the D. What you do is you pick the D string and the high E, D string, high E, D string, high E. What I'm doing is I'm picking the D string with my pick and then using my middle finger to pluck the high E string. So 3 times, and it's the same thing pretty much, but we're just moving down on the D string now. So then you're going to pick your index finger and put it 4th fret on the D, go down to 3rd fret D, open A string, so 2 2 open A's, and you're going to do 2 hammer-on 3 on the A string with your middle and ring finger. Skip a string to the G with your index finger. And that second fret on the G, I also pluck with my middle finger. So that whole section up to speed, and then slowed down is this. Slow down for you. Enjoyed the video lesson. If you do like these kind of song lessons, please leave me a comment or just like the video and I'll do more of them. So hope you guys like it. Keep rocking. Please subscribe as always, and I will see you guys back with some more lessons.